What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slash here, and we are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
Hella Depraved.
Yes, we are. So, we're on to the next track. So, if you're wondering where the Deliverance reaction is, we did that a long time ago.
When it first came, well, like a year ago. Yeah.
Long time ago.
So, just search the channel. It's there. So, Lay It Down is the next one off the album that we have not done.
Yes.
And, again, we're excited. I'm glad we're finally knocking these out.
The symbol she uses changed.
It did.
It did.
Nice catch.
Yes.
You got the nice moon there. All right.
It's a spaceship. Picking up cows.
That is what you
probe.
see. That's what you see. Okay.
Yeah, the three little circles are the tractor beam.
I saw those as like stones, like totem stones.
Okay. I could get that.
Okay. But you're seeing cows in a spaceship.
I'm seeing,
Okay. Stars.
Yeah.
With that being said, I've got the lyrics pulled up because, again, it's Sa-Roc. We never know what she's going to give us, and we'll go from there.
True. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to react to this as if you guys have already heard it. If you've not heard it, please click the link in the description below. Hop on over, listen to the song. Like it. Sub. Let Sa-Roc know we sent you. Comment, damn it. Comment!
Definitely.
And then come on back. And we say that because we are a breakdown channel. We'll be pausing to break things down. And
right.
Yeah, that's that.
All right.
So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to slash it up and break it down. This is Sa-Roc with
Lay It Down.
Lay It Down. We're going to break it down.
And
Not lay it down. But we're going to listen to Lay It Down as we break it down.
Okay. Clarification was necessary.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Let's get it.
I like that old record sound.
Okay.
Nice.
I can count all of my blessings on a stretch of night sky. Pops told me never question any good the life supply. Cause any fair weather come with heavy shares of downpours. And I've drowned more times than I've ever bathed in light spot. Kept trying to shield the heart from the pressures of the market. Help the album up, triggered, now I'm aiming my shot. 80s baby crackhead cops and 88s crawling the block. And now I turn that damage into scribble canvas Basquiat.
Woo!
Nice. Okay. I can count all of my blessings on a stretch of night sky. Pops told me never question any good that life supply, 'cause any fair weather come with heavy shares of downpours, and I've drowned more times than I've ever bathed in light spot. So, to count my blessings on a stretch of night sky, that would be almost endless.
Right.
Infinite. Which is a beautiful way to think about it. But, never question the good, because you're going to have to deal with the bad, and unfortunately, like most people, she's had more bad than moments of light in her life.
Right.
Kept trying to shield the heart from the pressures of the market, held the album up, triggered, now I'm aiming my shot.
I love the wordplay there.
Yeah, exactly.
She's saying she's triggered.
And now she's going for it. Going for their throats. But it also makes you kind of like picture the old school records, because it started with that record sound, like using it like a oh crap, what are those discs that they throw up to practice shooting with?
Skeet shooting.
Thank you. That's kind of the image you almost get. And she tried to shield herself from the pressures of the market, like being in any sort of game where you're going for fame of any sort is hard.
Right.
It's not only like a lot of competition, but there's a lot of pressure to be constantly performing, constantly on the move, give into stereotypes and, the molds that they're trying to do. 80s baby crack had cops and ADAs crawling the block. So, she was born in the 80s, and where she lived, like she's spoken about, had a crack problem, and district attorneys and cops and everything were always around. And now I turn that damage into scribbled canvas, Basquiat. And Basquiat was the artist who used not only poetry and written word, but like almost a graffiti style of art, mixed media, and he was using it as a form of education, protest type stuff. So that's a beautiful image.
Right.
88's crawling the block, and now I turn that damage into scribble canvas. Basquiat, double dutch up the floor, dope with crushes galore. That was before I found that they were serving bass to the door. Basically, that was when my child had shattered face to the floor. Cause for my folks, cocaine and vodka held a persuasive allure. I ain't never had a trust fund, gold that wasn't plated. But ever since the new one, they globe been reinstated. Cause my legacy rich, ain't got the bag yet. Just some baggage in a closet full of skeletons, crypts.
Ha ha! Double Dutch after 4, dope boy crushes galore. That was 4 I found out they were serving bass to the door. So, bass crack is, and she had crushes on the dope boy until they found out that they were the people that were bringing the coke around. Basically, that was when my childhood shattered vase to the floor. Because for my folks, cocaine and vodka held a persuasive allure. So they were hooked, you know, and how can you keep a crush or an idyllic image of your childhood when you finally find out that your parents are addicts? I ain't never had a trust fund, gold that wasn't plated, but ever since the new moon, that glow been reinstated. 'Cause my legacy rich ain't got the bag yet, just some baggage and a closet full of skeletons, crypts. So crypts are a type of like coffin casket type thing. So skeletons would be kept in them, but they're also a gang.
The crypts are
mausoleum type.
Basically like little mausoleums inside a graveyard.
Right. Or a church. But I like how she went from ain't got the bag yet. Like she's not rich off of her music yet, but she does have a baggage and a closet full of things that haunt her or secrets, and she's using them to get the bag. Right. So yeah.
Legacy rich, ain't got the bag yet, just some baggage in a closet full of skeletons, crypts. The kind of blues that don't fade cause the stain too deep. Went from sharecrop to murder, capital range too bleak. Generation gap shrinking as the pain increase. So I'm trying to translate my trauma to whatever slang you speak. It's my life unshine, cameras on record. Memory banks is full of gems, might as well pay it for. If that shit music ain't been bleeding, I don't believe what you score. Signed your friend the tortured artist, that's the plight of a poet.
Woo! Yeah, make the same noise as me and then blame it on me.
Go ahead.
The kind of blues that don't fade because the stain too deep. So, like, bruising is normally described as black and blue, you know, but this is soul deep. Went from sharecrop to murder capital. That's just, I guess, the areas that she moved from. Range too bleak. Again, it's no better. Or even worse, generation gap shrinking as the pain increase. So I'm trying to translate my trauma to whatever slang you speak. This is my life unsung, cameras on record. Memory banks is full of gems, might as well pay it forward.
Record.
Cameras on. Record. Okay, sorry. Spelled the same way. So... yeah, she's translating her pain into something that might help someone. So she's paying it forward. And all of these gems are like life lessons, the trauma, the pain, how she's moved forward, what has helped her. And, you know, the creative people do translate their pain, their trauma into whatever media they use, and so she's using hip-hop.
Although I would like to think of that as cameras on record, though, because it would be a way of her trying to show her life through music.
Right. If that sheet music ain't bleeding, I don't believe what you're scoring, which I like the play because a complete set of sheet music is called a score.
Right.
But she is saying, like, if you're not putting your trauma, your emotion into your music,
I don't believe what you're selling.
Yeah. You're not selling anything true. Signed, your friend, the tortured artist. That's the plight of a poet. So she's the tortured artist, the poet, right. And it's almost like her little letter to people. Yeah, I like it.
I'm about to lay it all down before it falls down. I never had no diamond rings or the finer things, but I'm still rocking my crown. And everybody got so weirdo. Had to let it burn to get rid of. And if you wanna fly right quick, gotta give up that shit, trying to lay you down. Don't know if some.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard her cuss in a song.
Really?
She doesn't cuss often.
It's possible. Yeah, no, I was just thinking about it. Like, I think maybe it's just far and few between. Like, it's not necessary to her.
Which by the way, I'm not saying everybody needs to. Yeah. I just, you don't hear it often.
Yeah. So I'm about to lay it all down before it falls down. Let's put it all out there. Ain't never had no diamond rings or the finer things, but I'm still rocking my crown. Still a queen. Doesn't matter if I'm rich or not. Because, like she said, her legacy, her life is her riches. And everybody got something with them. I had to let it burn to get rid of them. Like, I guess kind of like a monkey on your back. Your trauma, your doubts. And if you want to fly right quick, gotta give up the shit trying to weigh you down.
She might have also been referencing, like, a bridge, letting a bridge burn, because whenever you cut ties with people, you consider it burning bridges with them.
Well, and the fly right quick, like, of course, gravitational-wise, you have to get rid of the stuff holding you down, but also, if you want to move forward in your life, like, you have to get rid of the stuff that's holding you back first.
Right.
So, all right.
Verse 2.
If you wanna fly right quick, gotta give up that shit, trying to lay you down. Don't know if some of this shit should be shared to be fair. Keeping it mum is how the worst of God's assumptions are fed. And let the lyrics tell us some of these rappers functionally dead. That's where I come in hella late, but I ain't punctually led. See, the times ain't always been kind to my branch of the pear tree. Son of Virginia sharecroppers, dad tried to spare me. Went from singing white hoods late night on the family land, delivered red line hoods for babies of family man.
Ooh. Go ahead.
Don't know if some of this shit should be shared to be fair. Keeping it mum is how the worst of y'all's assumptions are fed. And let the lyrics tell it. Some of these rappers functionally dead. That's where I come in hella late, but I ain't punctually led. Just talking about, like, if she doesn't talk, people are going to talk for her.
Right.
And when people talk for someone, they don't get it right.
Right.
So she's like, I gotta, I'm going to tell y'all how everything
even
in
if
my life
it's
is
considered
gone.
like TMI, like, you may as well, because if I don't, you're just going to make up the narrative. Yeah.
Right, and I like how she said hella late. I just lost where I was. Oh, I come in hella late, but I ain't punctually led. She's not a very punctual person. She's not.
Well, yeah, she
the type
doesn't.
of person
She's not
that's
on
like,
somebody else's timeline.
Right.
She's on her own. Like, she'll come in when she wants.
Better late than never,
yeah.
as I always say. No.
But I also like how she said some of these rappers functionally dead. Like, they got no soul.
No.
They're just, yeah.
See, the times ain't always been kind to my branch of the pear tree. Son of Virginia's sharecropper's dad tried to spare me. Just saying, like, her dad tried to keep her from
seeing some of the harshness.
Seeing some of the harsh sides of life.
The pear tree is sort of more like a genetic tree, family tree, ancestry.
Went from seeing white hoods late at night on the family land to living in red-lined hoods for babies, a family man.
I'm assuming that's more her dad.
I believe she's talking about her dad.
Well.
Her dad grew up seeing the KKK.
Right.
But then wearing red-lined hoods, had 4 kids because he became that family man.
But also red-lined hoods, I'd guess, are like the Bloods. because she
Possibly.
did mention Crips back in verse 1. And also she has mentioned she grew up in the hood with gangs before. So, white hoods to red hoods. So,
Right.
But yeah, he had 4 babies to take care of. Okay.
Singing white hoods, late night on the family land, delivered red line hoods, 4 babies, a family man, street gig 24/7. We feared for his protection, bullet scar still on his back, but the ab was Afghanistan, Lord knows that they done tested the kid. Didn't believe in demons till I saw Pops wrestle with his. No cap, started wearing his stress like a hand-me-down. That's why I'm addressing these emotions on record to find it clear. Get freedom from the bar like Joanne Chestmore. Try to sing unburied like I'm Jessamine Wall.
Oh. Okay.
Street gigs 24/7. We feared for his protection. So I think you're right about the whole gang thing.
Yeah. And what he was doing to make money to feed the 4 babies at home. Yeah.
Right. Bullet scar still on his back. Bruh, the Av was Afghanistan.
was
Just
war.
referencing it was a war.
Yeah,
it was a war
zone.
Lord knows they done tested the kid. Don't believe in demons till I saw Pops wrestling with his. That bar
It's hard.
is rough. Like, so many people do struggle with their own demons. And I think, as a parent, the worst thing I could think of is letting my kids see me struggle with mine.
Right. Well, and some of the worst, like, emotionally hard-hitting experiences that I had as a kid that weren't my own were actually seeing the times that my parents couldn't cover it.
Right.
Or their struggle, yeah.
And then she goes on to say, no cap started wearing his stress like a hand-me-down. That's why I'm undressing these emotions on record. That, bruh.
The play on words there. I mean, this is why she's a master
Right.
at this craft.
Just the whole... So she was wearing his stress... Like, she started to...
He was wearing his stress like a hand-me-down. So,
yeah.
like, almost an ill-fitting piece of clothing that's, worn thin.
Right. No. I think she's saying she started to wear his stress
because
like
she
a
saw it. Yeah.
hand-me-down.
Okay.
Like, she saw what he was going through that made things harder for her.
It was generational trauma is what it was.
Right. Which is why she said that's why I'm undressing these emotions, because, like, it's a hand-me-down that's, like, this is her way to cope with it.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, no cap, meaning no lie. I'm not, like, exaggerating, but a cap is a type of clothing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then getting freedom from these bars, like...
Joanne Chesimard.
I have no clue who that is.
I'm assuming she was jailed for something.
Possibly. And then trying to sing Unburied.
Like I'm Jessamine Ward.
Jessamine Ward. We're going to go ahead and break down the next 2 lines, because I stopped it a bit prematurely.
Right. Well...
See, the crown ain't as heavy when the load laid bare. Heir to love, unburdened, that's the light of a poet.
Right.
I like how she's ending these verses.
It's like a love letter to her listeners.
Right.
But yeah, so she's trying to release all of this generational trauma, like freedom from the stress that was handed down to her, and the crown's not as heavy. Like, so they always say heavy is the
head that wears the crown.
Head that wears the crown, and it's because of all the responsibility and stress that comes with it.
It's not just that. I think it's also there's so much you're not allowed to say, or you're not supposed to say.
You're not supposed to, yeah.
Because being a person of power, or just a person in the limelight, or
right,
like you're not supposed to let everyone see everything
the
about
real you, right?
And that's why she's saying the crown's not near as heavy if you just lay it all out there. Like, if you just tell people. Well,
she's almost sharing the load, like
right.
It dissipates when you're not keeping a secret, because it's no longer a secret.
Right.
Yeah. Heir to love unburdened, that's the light of a poet. Right. So. Yeah, like, love unburdened is what she should receive. Yeah.
Get freedom off on these bars like Joanne Chestmore. Trying to sing unburied like I'm Jessamine Wall. See, the crown ain't as heavy when the load lay bare. Air to love unburdened, that's the light of a poet. Rock. I'm out to lay it all down before it falls down. I never had no diamond rings or the finer things, but I'm still rocking my crown. And everybody got so weirdo. Had to let it burn to get rid of 'em. And if you wanna fly right quick, gotta give up that shit, trying to lay you down. I'm out to lay it all down before it falls down. I never had no diamond rings or the finer things, but I'm still rocking my crown. And everybody got so weirdo. Had to let it burn to get rid of 'em. And if you wanna fly right quick, gotta give up that shit, trying to lay you down.
Beautiful. And I really did enjoy the, like, kind of singing in the background. But yeah, that last verse, she ended it with, like, this is what a poet can do for you. Is, like, share some light for you, share some... And she's not wrong. That's what we gravitate towards listening to music or reading or any kind of art, really, is because they do allow us to see that somebody else is feeling the same way as us. And it helps to relieve that load, the stress that we all feel. It's our outlet, even if somebody else is doing it for us. You know? So, I think that one was beautiful. I really like that one.
As I said in the last reaction, I'm saying it in this reaction. This is now my new favorite Sa-Roc song.
Right.
Be prepared for me to probably say it like 5 more times. How many more songs we got?
Like 5?
5 more times.
4 or 5. Yeah, it's... She's just amazing. Every time I listen to a track, it is my favorite at that time.
Right.
It fluctuates, depending on which one I'm listening to. So, yeah.
That was fire, Sa-Roc.
Yeah.
Sa-Roc.
Sa-Roc.
One day I'll have that down.
Right? We try. Fidget.
It's gone. But yeah, I absolutely love that track. And
yeah, with that being said.
With that being said, if you guys liked the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, comment down below. What did you think of Sa-Roc's Lay It Down? Also, comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reaction to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
And with that being said, we love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you, great people, later. Peace.